YouTube, it's me, your boy Michael, back with episode 2 of our Shockman cover series on the Warlock. Last time we covered the patrons, this time we're going to be covering the pudding. That is to say, Eldritch Invocations and Pact Boons. So getting right into it, Eldritch Invocations, which you start getting at level 2, you get 2 of them at level 2. And I think one more every couple of levels, up to like having like 7, I think, at one point. They're kind of like cheat codes. They allow for the Warlock, because the Warlock only has a very limited number of spell slots. Most of their adventuring career, they'll only have 2 spell slots, which, by the way, they get back on a short rest, but they still only have 2. Only 2. Even though they can cast them at the highest level that they have available, which is interesting. Anyway, Eldritch Invocations, like I said, are like cheat codes. They allow the Warlock to be able to have abilities that come directly from their patron that are hardwired into them that are magical. Things like Devil Sight, which allow them to see in darkness as if it were perfect daylight, up to 120 feet out from where they are. Or Agonizing Blast, which allows them to fuel their Eldritch Blast cantrip with the power of their charisma. Or stuff like Mask of Many Faces, which allows them to, at will and for free, cast the Disguise Self spell. Stuff like that. Very useful things, but they usually are very tailored to... There's some generalized ones, and then there are other ones that are tailored to specific Pact Boons, which is a good segue into Pact Boons. Things like Thirsting Blade and other things like that are great for the Pact of the Blade. Pact of the Blade gives you access to a magical weapon which you are always proficient with, and counts as magical when dealing with resistances towards regular weapons. If you choose Pact of the Blade, interestingly enough, and also choose the Hex Blade, you can then summon, and you can always basically be armed. You can summon your weapon and dismiss it at will, and that's a really cool thing. And if you are a Hex Blade, you can also do it with a bow. You can do it with an axe. You can do it with a sword, with a mace. It doesn't matter what it is. But Thirsting Blade, specifically for Eldritch Invocations, allows you to attack twice. Once with your bonus action, and once with your... I might be saying that wrong. But it allows you to attack twice with your attack action when using your Pact weapon. So, second Pact Boon is the Pact of the Chain, which allows you to summon a familiar from your patron. The benefits of this are that they, your telepathic bond with your patron is planar rather than being like 100 feet. You can have an expanded list of things that you can, of forms that your familiar can take, and you can cast the Find Familiar spell at will for free. Either that or as a ritual for free. I don't remember. I don't think it's the ritual one, because I think you have to. I think Warlocks don't normally get ritual spell casting, I believe. Yeah. Unless they take the Book of Ancient Secrets for the tome, which then allows them to cast ritual spells, which is a really good segue into the Pact of the Tome. Pact of the Tome is like the traditional blaster mage, Pact Boon. It allows you to take 3 cantrips from any class when you first take it. Any class, yeah. Druid, Sorcerer, Wizard, Cleric, all open to you like a buffet menu. It's amazing. And then, as long as you take that one, you can then take the Book of Ancient Secrets, which then allows you to write down ritual spells. The benefits of the Pact of the Tome are, I was about to call it the back of the book, but the Pact of the Tome is that if you lose your tome, you can then spend an hour-long ritual communing with your patron to have a new one made for you. Kind of makes the wizard spellbook kind of more powerful, but also more fragile. Glass cannon and all that. But those are the 3 main Pact boons and just a few Eldritch Invocations. Check out the link below to get a link to the player's handbook, where you can get access to the main list of things, as well as other books that have come out, like Xanathar's and Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide, where you can get access to a lot more options for your Warlock. But until next time, guys, keep it real, keep it safe, and we will see you guys again in the Shopverse. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.